You're listening to the Last Man In podcast. Covering Winnipeg hockey and the NHL.
Scheifele dances his way in. Scheifele scores! Mike Wheeler finds the far corner. And the Winnipeg Jets win it in overtime. Woo, woo,
Welcome to the Hungover podcast, starring myself, Cameron, who's not hungover.
Very somber. No, I wasn't. I did laundry this morning, though, so...
And
Very good old Sunday afternoon.
Special guest, stats guy, not wrong with confidence.
Human troll.
Matt.
He's here.
Except he looks ridiculous. Shave your mustache, Matt.
It's a great mustache.
Nope,
I don't know what
shave
you're
it.
talking about.
Nope, it's time to shave it.
No.
Last Minute Podcast, number 117. Lots to talk about today.
Oh, very lots.
The Jets, obviously, they're happening.
They're playing right now, I can
The
see
full
it.
shift. We have an upgrade to the studio.
Yeah.
We now have live game feed.
Yeah,
As we
so
watch
if we
it.
stop talking at any point, it's because there's a hockey game right in front of us on an iPad.
Exactly. Technology.
Oh, yeah. So, let's tease it.
Well, no, you've got Jets. The full Line A movement is now upon us. He looks damn good so far. And just kind of the other things that it's Hockey Fights Cancer Week, and there is an depressing news about Craig Anderson's wife that came out, and there's a whole debacle with that and entitlement to fans and media that I'm also going to talk about with regards to Connor McDavid, but that's later. Talk about the Moose, because I was at the game on Friday, and
So, we've got some droppings.
got some droppings. And, we'll talk about whatever else there is in the NHL, because it's a different league now. It's not an old man league. It's a very young league now, and you're seeing the youth movement everywhere, which is great. Unless you're at Chicago Blackhawks and they finagle the dumbest things.
You just teased a lot of stuff.
I did.
Write down.
I did.
We got a big old jaunt to take care of
We
today.
do.
Big old list.
We do. And let's start with the Jets. They
Okay.
they played 3 games since last podcast. One of them is occurring right now, so that'd be 4. But they're right now down 2-0 to Buffalo as we watch it live, going into the first intermission. But they played Dallas on Tuesday. In Dallas, they had a home-and-home with them Tuesday and Thursday. A very bad game on Tuesday. Finishing-wise.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say
They outplayed the hell out of Dallas. Just didn't win. And you watched it.
Yeah.
So
just lots of chances that just couldn't get the bounce, and then you have star players like Tyler Seguin who just scoring at will, right? Especially against the Jets. He dominates the Jets.
Yeah, what are his numbers against the Jets? They were a lot. I know
Nice.
that.
Good.
They kept
It's-
talking about it. They were like,
Except for that-
Tyler Seguin again.
except for that one Boston game where he was scratched because he missed his alarm.
Oh yeah, you mean the game I got tickets to go see Tyler Seguin. I show up and they're like, well, no scratches for the game tonight. Number 5, 19, Tyler Seguin. I'm like, what? Come on! And I'm sitting there by myself.
Like,
Just
fuck this!
in a single seat.
The best is, too, they didn't even... I think they started... That's when they had Tim Thomas and Rask, and, neither of them started. It was just, their third-string goalie. It's like, great, yeah, we know how important the Jets are.
Yeah.
We have Kyle Wellwood and Nick Antropov. We get it.
Yeah, because that was the only time I've seen Boston play. And it was like, I didn't get to see... I saw Big Z. I saw Chara. That's it. And I was like, I don't care about Chara. I'll see you again.
Yeah.
Is that
You're not even that good. You're just
Chara?
big.
No, yeah, he's just big. Oh, I know.
Big. Just has a shot.
I'm aware of Mr. Chara. Yeah.
Oh, really? Why is that? Flyers fan?
He's pretty mean to the Flyers. And it just so happens this year... they
I'm
haven't.
shocked the Flyers never tried to get Zdeno Chara.
Oh, I'm sure
I'm
they
sure
have.
they did.
I
I'm
can
sure they
guarantee they
Flyers.
did. With the
Paul
contract...
Holmgren just okay. Trelli, well, we want Zdeno Chara. How about Tyler Seguin? We want Zdeno Chara. Nope, Seguin. Only Seguin.
Oh, they wanted
Because it's
Seguin.
first pick.
Oh,
He only trades away first round picks.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, look at any big defenseman, big brooding defenseman the Flyers want. Montreal
Dustin
and
Byfuglien.
Montreal and Nashville. They can thank Mr. Holmgren for that sweet, sweet contract. Because that was Holmgren who's like, okay, I want rubber. well, the only way to get him to bankrupt this franchise, so let's do it. And then he made a call to Ed Schneider, and Ed's like, yeah, do it. I like it. I like it. Like your style. You know what? Double contract sheet him. Double. So even if they sign one, we get him anyways. And like, I don't think that's how it works. No, that's for sure how it works. Do it.
What year was that contract signed? Was it 2010?
Oh,
I think so. 2010 or 11.
Because Minnesota got Suter that year. What, like...
It wouldn't have been the year...
no, it would have been the year
after.
The year after. Because Weber went a year without him. Let me see here. One moment, I can get you.
Year with him on the contract, and then they unfortunately couldn't afford him because they...
Because that contract was ridiculous.
Yeah, it would have been 2010 because...
No, 2012.
2012, the
Yeah,
show
it would have actually, that offer sheet happened on July 18th, 2012.
Okay.
And I know that because I had to go to my Instagram and see a date that was on there, because I post date all my Instagrams, and it happened the day after a concert of a guy that I went to go see in Minneapolis, and I'm going to see him this week, and that's why we're recording it on Sunday. So, but anyways, I know that because I was messaging my dad, and then he called me, and like in the States, I'm like, hey, and he's like, did you see who the Flyers just signed? And I'm like, no, they had to offer sheet him. And he's like, whatever, Shea Weber! And I was jumping on my bed in the hotel. I'm like, Shea Weber's gonna be a Flyer! Yeah! And I'm just like jumping on my bed. I'm like, it's the jersey! Because I love Shea Weber so much. I still do, I don't care. So.
And then the update came in. Nashville matches offer sheet.
Yeah, that was like about 2 hours later. And I punched that pillow. I was real upset. It's like, oh, come on! How come the Flyers can't have nice things? And I'm like, wait, why? What? They always have nice things.
Okay, let's pick up this trail of breadcrumbs and bring it back to the Jets.
Okay.
I know
we always trail.
we somehow got to the Flyers.
We always bring it back.
Know, but let's bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
They got revenge on the second half of the back-to-back at home against Dallas by beating them 4-1.
Yeah. Yes. But what happened in that game was interesting. Antoine Roussel.
Not a slew foot.
It was not a slip.
I didn't see it until later on. Yeah. I mean, even if it was a slew foot, he pulled the David Steckel a la Crosby and was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And just continued his forward motion.
It was just two guys going in to get the puck and got wrapped up together.
And,
you know what? The only reason people think it's a slew foot is because it's Roussel and he's a dick.
Yeah, he's already got the reputation, so he's never getting the call ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think Dan was upset about it, and I saw a lot of people on Twitter also upset about it. And it's just an overreaction because you see a guy's name. I don't think it was a slew foot. It's something that happens. This isn't Andrew Shaw trying to prove himself to the Canadians. This is a guy that just, unfortunately, and Buff looked like that hurt. That looked like it hurt.
No, he's still playing.
No,
He came back in the
fine.
game.
Yeah,
It's all good.
and I think people were worried for a second. That
Well, that's because
would be
it's his
without
knees.
Buff.
He's had problems with his knees because he's a big man, and that's usually where they go down is their knees.
Exactly. And then everyone's like, I wish we had another right-handed defenseman that wasn't signed that's our property that we could sign in case Bufflin got hurt.
And speaking of, word came out this week of that.
Yes.
The Jets have on the table, allegedly, what's the one number? 6 years, 5.5 per.
5.5 per.
And it's still like no go. So Dan and every other Jets fan who saw it for a while now, he just doesn't want to be in Winnipeg, and it sounds like he doesn't want to be in Canada at this point. Just doesn't want to be in Canada.
The thing that made that happen too is I was watching TSN and they're like, yeah, so Jacob Trouba is they reportedly offered him this contract, and then other Canadian teams have talked to Winnipeg about acquiring his rights and seeing if they can sign him, and his agent's just like, no, doesn't want to play in Canada.
Doesn't see a fit with a Canadian team.
Oh, that's the word he's using? Because I know he didn't say I don't want to play in Canada, but it's like really tiptoeing around the fact he doesn't want to be there.
So Rasmus Ristolainen for Jacob Trouba. Never mind.
Oh yeah,
that's how this works.
Can Buffalo afford him with all those? Hey, Buffalo has ridiculous contracts already.
We can fleece them. I'm sure we can. We've done it before. Because let's be honest, we got Joel Armia, Brendan Lemieux, Stafford, Myers, and Jack Roslovic for Kane, Bogosian, and Jason Kasdorf.
I saw a tweet the other day. It was hilarious. It was
and Roslovic.
Joel Armia is no Vander Kane, 0 lawsuits and 0 broken bones, and it was just it made me laugh.
Oh yeah, did we find out? We found out that he had cracked ribs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've already reported that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I told people not to, be happy that he got hurt.
Yeah.
I hate people that cheer injuries. Unless it's losing part of your ear, like Daniel Winnick, and then still finishing the game.
That was funny. I can't believe he lost part of his ear.
He blocked a shot.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
his face.
In
His
honor
ear.
of Hell in a Cell, because he's a wrestling fan. I know it. Mick Foley, it's today, guys. Hell in a Cell today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that, unfortunately.
Actually, what ear was it?
What?
His
I
right
don't
ear?
know which
Was
ear
it the right ear?
It would have been left.
Damn it! I think
believe.
Foley lost his right ear.
So, we'll talk about that in a second. This is the problem with having a screen
Yeah, I
here.
know we shouldn't have had it.
I know, this is a terrible idea. My
Sorry.
eyes drift over.
This is my fault. I have to watch the game.
Because we have to hashtag watch the game.
Yeah. Always.
No, and then they played Colorado, got their first shutout of the season. The
Who's
guy
in net?
Hutchinson.
And he's back
course.
in net again.
Hutchinson's in net.
First
Trade
time,
Hellebuck.
first time this season that they had
Package
back to back.
Hellebuck and Trouba
There we go.
for. I mean, just bring Pavlik back. He's doing pretty good with Moose.
There's lots to talk about with Pavlik, and actually the goalie situation. I was gonna mention.
Okay, well
talk about this.
Let's keep.
Well, yeah. So 1-0 over Colorado. The player that stood out for me the most, I just was looking for him, was Mikko Rantanen of the Colorado Avalanche. He was a draft pick last season. I believe they got him 10th overall. It's nice to see him in the lineup, but it's also showing that every team basically now has their young players in the lineup.
I didn't notice him all that much, actually.
It's because I was watching for number 96. I was like, and Rantanen's on the ice.
Yeah, 96.
But I think
number of
the
nines.
highlight of this game was 3 minutes left. And as normally what happens in games is when you're winning, you kind of tend to sit back a little bit. The other team gets more shots. It's been proven with advanced stats. So what happened was I think Buffalo took a penalty with 3 minutes left or something like that, and Colorado was just peppering, and they had this one opportunity, Hutchinson down and out, Stewart dives in front of the net, and Hutchinson dove back with a leg save, and just
and then Stewart's just I knew what sounds he was making because I've made them.
That's because Tanev came under him and totally took out his legs, and it was just flew back and
just yard sailed himself.
Except for the fact made the save, and those are the games when you're up 1-0, especially in that scenario. Divisional game, you have to come away with the win, and you cannot let that late third period goal in and let a point go to the other team. Even if you win that game in overtime, great, you give a point to a divisional opponent, which you don't want to do.
It's also on a back-to-back, too, which is pretty impressive. Because
with travel.
Terrible travel, going from Dallas to Winnipeg to Colorado. So they didn't get in till 3 o'clock, apparently, which is just so late.
Show up the way they did.
When you're a professional athlete, is your biggest and most important purchase a bed at that point? If you're getting in at 3 in the morning, do you think a
no, but
comfy-
they're going to hotels, right? That's 3 a.m.
Oh, right.
I don't know if that's the biggest purchase. I think you just have to have a good routine. I think that's the biggest thing for these players. Whenever they do 24/7 or they follow players around, they have a strict routine. I eat at this time, morning skate, and that's why you see with afternoon games, and that might be the case here, a lot of slow starts for teams, especially the teams
because they should be sleeping right now.
Exactly, because it's breaking their routine. Later on in the year, once football's done, they do the Sunday afternoon games on NBC.
Yeah.
And it's always 2 really big American teams playing each other.
Philly and Pittsburgh, always.
Or
staple.
or
Chicago,
the Rangers.
Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. Those games. But they're a little bit more lackluster just because they're they do a morning skate and then it's not let me eat and let me have a nap. It's morning skate, boom, game. And it fucks up their internal clock. And that's one of the things. I just think it's routine. I don't think it's a bed necessarily, but you have the money to buy the best bed.
For sure.
They probably have sleep number beds.
Oh yeah, where they each pick a number. They each pick a side. And they're I want to sleep on 70 today, and roll the bed 20. Oh no, back to 70.
Kind of the guy that's also stood out the most so far for the Jets has been Joel Armia, and I know someone across the table from me has been gushing Joel Armia for
he's
weeks.
Beautiful.
He's been the standout player, correct?
Oh, he's been by far the best player the last 2-3 games. He's standing out. He's making plays. And he's not like he's playing with great talent. Like, he's playing with Matthias and Lowry, who are good grinders, but it's no one with talent. And even Matthias was saying that their job is just to get Armia the puck and go to the front of the net and bang something in because he's got the talent.
When you're the guy on the line, like each line they have, like, get that guy the puck. He'll make things happen. And even when he played for the Rochester Americans, like with the AHL for the Buffalo Sabres, man, he's got some highlight reel goals. And then obviously John Yoduya, his spinneroozy on him last year, yeah.
It's nice to see the depth of talent when you go down the lineup. And that's kind of what I'm going to lead into with the Moose. The thing is you can take out a line, anybody, anywhere in the bottom six for the Jets, and you can move a top line in there. Like Jack Roslovic, Chase DeLeo, Brendan Lemieux, they all, there's no difference between watching them and watching like the Burmy, Tanev, Thorburn line.
You need to get rid of that line.
But no, like that's
Tanev, but the other two need to go.
Like Armia and Tanev are very, very good players, I think. I think they would stay up, but like DeLeo looks ready, Patan looks ready, Roslovic looks great in the AHL. Like for me, he stood out. The guy that's actually been surprising is the guy they just, I don't know if they just acquired him, but he just started. It was his second game when I watched him Friday night, and that was Baker. I don't know his first name. Number 6 defenseman, just a big body, but he laid some good hits, makes a good pass, and that's the other thing. Like, the defenseman, like Kevin Churchman, along with like Melchiori looked good. Kitchen didn't play.
Kostelek,
like there is some talent down there that I think you could substitute the bottom 2 defensemen on the Jets, like Sherrod and Postmeyer, Sherrod and Stewart, and you could put in anybody from the AHL. Like that's just, and sure they don't win a bunch of games, and I don't know if they will win a ton of games this year. Like the Moose, I think they should be good, but the talent that's there, I think you can just substitute it with anybody on the Jets right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, and think about it. Like Sherrod and Postma, back when the Jets first came here, those were the guys in the AHL we were talking about in St. John's. So it's good to know that you have like a pipeline that, I mean, they're not like superstars, but you could swap them in and out no matter what. You're not going to notice a skill level difference in terms of like what they can do.
And that's exactly what my dad said too. And he said like Kopp could be in the NHL. He's like DeLeo could be there. It's just you could literally take a chunk of the Moose and bring it up with the Jets, and I don't think you'd see a big difference, other than obviously the experience that some of the veterans do have. But I don't think it would take long for some of those kids.
Well, yeah, we have someone who can receive the puck instead of Thorburn.
Which gets me to the next thing is Pavlik apparently is a very desirable trade target. The Jets have talked to numerous teams, and goalies seem to be in play at this early part of the season, especially with LA's situation. They seem to be going forward with Peter Budaj, but at some point they'll probably need to get a goalie. But goalies have been a topic. Do you see Pavlik getting moved? Obviously, as
I think, yeah, I want him moved. Can I see him getting moved? Yeah. I mean, if there's a right market and a team needs it.
I don't see it.
But here's the other thing.
But the
you need the
contract.
insurance. It's not just the contract. You need the insurance. You have 2 young goalies. Hutchins is not young, but he's very inexperienced. And Hellebuck's, this is his first year of pro, like, other than the call-up he had last year. So, I just don't see it.
He's been a pro for 3 years.
Well, okay, but in the NHL, sorry.
No, but I've never thought about it that way.
But
like, about having the insurance factor, because it's like, it's another year. We'll pay him. That's fine. Because it doesn't... Does he come off the cap if he's in the AHL?
No, he's still on the cap.
Yeah, he's on the cap.
It's buried, right?
You just save yourself like 100,000 or a million or something. Yeah, just under $1 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On the cap hit.
But you're burying his contract. Now, my question is, if let's say Hutchinson or Hellebuck gets injured, even if it's a 2-week injury, let's say, why would you call up Andre Pavlik?
I'd call up Comrie.
I call up Comrie.
Just give him the playing time?
No, because if you call up Pavlik, then you got to send him back down.
No, I meant
then you're giving
you're
away
giving Pavlik the playing time in the AHL.
Yeah, but it's not about that. I think it's you risk losing him for nothing. Especially, let's say if a team like LA wants him, they want them to call him up, then have to send him back down so then they can call him and just be like, yeah, we'll take him for free.
No, they can't afford to.
Well, that's the thing though.
They only have $1 million in cap space.
They can.
There's no way.
They can still afford it.
Well, right now, but
no, here's the thing, and it's the way with the Hampus Lindholm deal. they're currently over the cap, and you can be over the cap in the season, but it needs to balance itself out. Because when you pay a player like, for instance, Andre Pavlik, $3.9 million, you're not paying him $3.9 up front. You pay him in his salary that's divided over the season, right?
There's 13 pay periods in the during the NHL season.
During the NHL season.
Yeah.
So each time you're paid, so right now, like, a team's salary that they've paid is probably, it's a 10% of what their cap is, right? So you can have an overage, you just can't have it all season. It has to balance itself out at some point. So their overall spending at the end of the year can't be over $73 million. That's what the salary cap means. They can carry more salary than that, but it needs to balance itself out. So it would mean, like, if Quick comes back, then they would have to send him to the A or trade him. But yeah, I think if you bring up Havlik and then have to send him down, someone is probably going to pick that up, just because it gives them insurance.
A team like Ottawa right now, Anderson being, depending on how long he's gone for.
He's playing right now.
Is he back?
Well, he's playing, and which leads it into Craig Anderson. He left the team, I believe it was Thursday. Brought up a leave of absence. And it came out yesterday that the leave of absence is in reference to his wife. And she was diagnosed with cancer. And the fans in Ottawa, the entitlement, were pissed off that a guy would take a leave of absence for a personal reason.
It's funny because we've dealt with this not same situation, but a leave of absence with Jets fans before. Certain Jets fans. A person of interest in Winnipeg, Andrew Ladd, do you remember that?
Yes.
Where there's a radio personality here in Winnipeg where he said, it was in the first year of the second...
No,
we were doing a podcast.
It was year 4.
Okay, so...
It was the year we made the playoffs because we're going on the playoff tear. Like, it was like 10 games
it was
left
the year
in the
before
season.
that because they missed the playoffs. Because it was... Okay, so what it was Andrew
year.
Ladd, his wife, was going into labor and having a kid. And he left the game... Like, he was in Dallas. Or no, he didn't take the flight to Dallas, and he stayed home, and he's like, oh, what kind of leader is he? That's not a leader. And I'm like, okay.
Didn't he end up making it to that game still?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he still made it to the game.
Okay, let's just break it down. Take the sports factor out of it. What kind of job doesn't let you leave for your child's birth or, like, a terrible news or just news? Like, in regards to your family? None. No job. No job. That job is not a job. That's not real. Every job, it's his job, not his life. Like, and life takes priority because life goes on. Your job's going to end eventually.
And really, sounds like you're mad that, okay, yes, he is the best goalie they have right now. He gives you the best opportunity to win. But you got to understand, it's something serious. When I first thought, I was like, there's either something wrong with his wife, something wrong with his parents, or one of his family members. Like, and that's all I thought of. And I'm like, if someone says I need a personal leave of absence, you let them have it, and you don't ask questions. Yeah. Because they are dealing with some shit.
Guess what? Everyone also gets personal days at work. They don't even ask questions. You're like, personal day. You're like, for what?
I took
You're
3 in a row once.
Oh, wow. And personally, what did you do?
Played video games.
I came back to Winnipeg. This is when I was living in Kenora. I came back to Winnipeg and hung out with my friends, went for wings, and did the podcast on a Wednesday.
Perfect. There you go. Yeah. I think I remember that actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's in your clause. Like, it's in just working. Yeah. No questions asked. Just do it.
Yeah, and this is just entitlement fans have to say, no, I know better, and you should be playing. And really, let's take a look here. You have Andrew Hammond, you have Matt O'Connor.
That guy.
Dreger.
Winnipeg
you have 3 goalies that are talented that I would, if I was a Sens fan, I'd want to see them play. You let him deal with his shit because it's tough when you find out a family member is maybe going to die. Never mind the person you're married to, is diagnosed with cancer. That's not fun, especially during, cancer awareness. Cancer. Yeah, exactly. Who do you fight for? I fight for people that, have this happen to them because cancer is not fun. Anyone that's had a family member go through it, it's not a fun thing to go through. It doesn't matter how minor or major it is. It's not a fun thing.
No.
Which then leads into Connor McDavid. They had a game I'm going to say Thursday. It was either Thursday or Friday, whatever. They played the game. I believe they won because they're on a tear right now. And Captain Connor McDavid was not available to the media for an interview after the game. And the entitled media was now upset that they couldn't interview Connor McDavid. What captain would not want to get interviewed?
Everybody.
Connor McDavid's not the one who makes that call. That's a communications manager of the team.
That is 100% the communications manager that was like, you get a night off today, Connor. You had a good game because you're leading the NHL in points.
If we're going to look really into it and this far into it, maybe he's getting sick and he doesn't want to be surrounded by someone who, hey, hockey writers and people who work in sports work long days. Long days. I'm sure they're not good for your health at all, but you do it anyways because you love it. It's your job. Whatever. Even if you don't love it, it's your job. You show up. If he's a little sick and he comes into contact with someone who's got a cough, guess what? He might get a lot sick. And now Connor McDavid's not in your lineup because he had to do an interview answering the same questions. Oh, yeah, it was a really hard-fought game. We got pucks deep. It was a really good team effort. Oh, what do you think about your upcoming road trip? Well, we're going to give it our all. Oh, wow, guess what? I can make up a Connor McDavid quote right now, and you won't find a difference. You won't, because it's the same question. Who cares if you're asking Cassian or McDavid?
So, Connor, you scored 2 goals tonight. What did you do differently than last night when you only scored 1?
We really put in a big effort. Coach got us pretty riled up in the intermission.
Yeah, it was an all-around team effort.
It was. You know what? We really had to get pucks deep, and we picked up our transition game.
That's a big point. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, Connor, for this.
No problem.
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick, right?
Yeah.
You can't get that from any other player. Like, come on. Like, I know the media's mad because Connor McDavid's the new face of the league, the flash and dash. He'll get you your headlines and your hits online. But it's what? Like, who are they playing?
I don't remember.
Oh, really? So you don't remember? So who gives a shit? Like, come on.
And it's the same thing with one writer that was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, Blue Jays? No soft drinks before the game?
Oh, I know who
what
that
is.
is.
This bullshit?
That's called Steve Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
How entitled are you? Like, really?
Oh, no. You know what day that was on? Thanksgiving! It was Thanksgiving! And they weren't giving away free pop. They weren't
before the game.
Before
you
the
can
game,
only
he's
do
like,
it like in
I have to
between.
wait until the guy hits a ball before I get my pop on Thanksgiving.
Bullshit.
You prick. God.
No, don't even forget the fact that he's somebody who has a media pass.
Oh, this is Steve Simmons.
Yeah. He's somebody with a media pass that gets the privilege to go to games for free. It's
No, he gets paid to go to games.
And he gets paid to go and write bad articles.
He's one of the forefront people who didn't believe in
Advanced stats.
advanced stats.
Fancy stats.
Fancy stats. Oh, yeah, he calls them fancy
Well,
stats.
no, because
this
let's
guy.
be honest now. If we look at advanced stats, they weren't very favorable to Shea Weber, but Shea Weber's tearing up the NHL wearing a Montreal Canadiens jersey right now.
That trade is looking better and better for Montreal.
Now, here's the thing. The 2 trades that I think we criticized the most. No, I didn't have a vendetta against Weber.
No, Dan does.
Oh, does he?
Dan's got a vendetta against PK because he hates PK, and he's going to be right. Weber, more points than PK. That's his crossover.
Yeah.
Yours and Dan gets this were great. Mine suck. Mine are bad.
I love the. I hope Bernier doesn't win.
Yeah. So, but nonetheless, Weber's looking great. But yeah, Steve Simmons and the media, like Connor McDavid, it doesn't. I mean, I get that you're not going to get as many hits without Connor McDavid because, yeah, sure.
No, so you know what you'd write instead? Connor McDavid doesn't meet with media. Bad captain. Gets you all your hits.
Yeah, well.
Because
he did interviews even in preseason games he didn't play in, so I mean.
Here's the
really?
thing. Like, and it's shitty that this is what it's come to because, like, back in the day when it was just print media and that was all we had, and it wasn't online hits, people actually had to write good content. Like, your headline had to be catchy, but you had to write good content. Now it's just write a good headline so people will open your article so you get the article hit. They don't even have to read it. You could literally be like, Connor McDavid breaks leg. Can you believe what happens next? Poop.
Open article.
Poop.
Connor McDavid didn't actually break his leg, but got you to click it, so read on, please.
That's all it needs to be. Please read, and then click forward about this top 10 Connor McDavid goals. You'll never believe them. And then, like, click through each one as you watch a GIF. And have to get the click. But that's what the media is today. It's just not the depth of opinion and the depth of actual good content. It is so hard to find because there's people listening to this podcast right now, And you got to think there's better content out there.
There's way better content.
So go find it.
Yeah. We
But
tell
keep listening
you
to us.
guys all the time. We're like, guys, go. There's way better.
There is
I don't know how you
way-
found us. You shouldn't have. You regret that. That's well, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, I was watching one of my YouTube channels. I'm like, how did I even find this? Why did I subscribe? Why haven't I left? And I went to go hit unsubscribe, and I'm like, I can't unsubscribe now. I've already committed too much time. Maybe that's it. Maybe people find us and they're like, well, I really want that one question answered that they really left on a hinge about a year ago.
Yeah,
Never
jeez.
went back to it.
Oh, it reminds me of school when I was like going to or college, and
Yep.
like teachers like, we're gonna get into this fun stuff later. They're talking like September, and then they're talking about things we do in November, and like they tease it. They give you a 2-month-long tease about like the really fun stuff you're gonna do later. No, it all sucked. That tease was a lie, and that's the only reason why I kept going. I'm like, really, we're gonna learn about that? That's sweet.
That's the
We
Hulk.
never learned
It's
about
like
it.
the Hulk. That's the teacher's secret. Is that the tease is the fun stuff for them. That's it. That's all they do. They only tease.
Jesus. The other big kind of media, not the media, but the big storyline was Leafs goalie Frederik Andersen and his horrible play at the beginning of the season, including a 7-goal debacle against Tampa Bay. A touchdown. It was a touchdown against a field goal. Do you know what's hilarious? Tampa Bay scored more goals than either Arizona or Seattle scored points at Sunday Night Football game.
But they
was
had the
6-6.
same amount of posts though. So
Funny. Funny.
that was funny. You know what?
So scoring is alive and well still, but Frederik Andersen has, I don't know what it is that he just hasn't been comfortable this season, and I think part of it was no training camp, no preseason because of his injury that he had at World Cup.
He's in
Fuck it.
Toronto.
He doesn't look comfortable. Like
No.
his legs are shaking all the time, and
Yeah.
that it just shows that goalies that aren't.
Confident.
Yeah.
Aren't steady. He looked very good last night against Montreal, and let me tell you, if you're a Leaf fan or Habs fan or you just like hockey, you've got to be excited that we can have competitive Saturday night Montreal-Toronto games.
Because it's the
I
only ones
watched
they
it.
show on.
Yeah. But
CBC.
it's compelling because you actually have two teams on the uprise. You know, you got a guy like Shea Weber, storyline. Mitch Marner and his incredible play, storyline. Austin Matthews, first overall pick, storyline.
William
Carey Price.
Nylander.
He looks so good. He's taking over that team. Him and Marner, for me, have stood out more than
Matthews.
Matthews, and that's fine. Like Matthews is just, it's almost better for him that he's not like, you noticed it last year with McDavid. Like he was the forefront of Edmonton, and he is now again this year. And I think that it's good that he's letting it's good that other guys have stepped up like Nylander and Marner to say no, like I'm going to control it. This is my puck. I want it all the time. And then I'm going to set everything up. I think that's great for Matthews, and then he can get a real feel for the NHL. Because I think it is a change going from playing in the USHL, moving from that to going to, or the development, US development team, going from that to playing over in Zurich and then coming back here. Like there is a bit of a change. Like, and we've seen it with Patrick Laine with the Jets. I think he still needs to get comfortable in North American ice.
Oh, for sure.
Doesn't change the net size, the puck size, or how you shoot the puck, because he can do that very well. And he scored two very nice goals against Dallas.
Oh, those were fantastic.
Both were screened, but he's putting the puck in like these little small
Pause,
areas.
wait. Pooping on Patrick's Lane. Oh yeah, pooping on Patrick's Lane. Come on, pooping on.
I'm not.
Oh yeah. No, you know
His
what?
goals
I'm gonna poop
were-
on Patrick's Lane. I could score both
know
those
what he-
goals.
you know-
Both of those goals, I could score.
You know what he does?
There
He
was a
waits-
6'4" guy in front of the goalie both times, and
But
Adam
the
Lowry.
thing is
6'5".
There's a forecheck. There's a defender that's going sticking his stick out, and he's able to put it in like, if he shoots that puck another inch, it's going to deflect off a defender. But because he put it exactly
No, they
where it
were
needed to be,
awesome. Both
posted.
goals were
Oh.
amazing.
You look at what he does though. He waits for the goalie to move one way and like to look around the screen, and then as soon as he puts his head around the other way, that's exactly where he's shooting. Is where the goalie
He's
was-
shooting where
head
he just was. He's like,
and it's just like yeah.
Yeah!
That's
I
how
get-
both his goals were last
The
game.
other thing too, and I think we might actually have the next pure goal scorer in the NHL, and he's a Winnipeg Jet. Like, Alex Ovechkin has been exciting. Laine and the way he shoots the puck, I have never seen that before.
And he's slowly coming into his own. Obviously, he's getting more confident because he's carrying a puck, and he's also hot dogging it up, as my dad would say, with his goal celebrations.
The twirl is
The twirl. That was like 3 too many twirls.
But if
I
he
would have
could
been
become-
okay with like 2.
Yeah, Timu
He
liked
did it
though.
like
Hey,
7.
Timu liked it. Timu tweeted it. I
yeah,
like
but
it.
I'm not.
So it's
yeah,
okay.
I don't base my opinions off Timu Solani. So
I do.
You should.
no,
He's
I don't.
dad.
He's dad.
Yeah, he's
he's
amazing.
everyone's dad.
Yeah, he's
in
amazing.
Winnipeg. Okay.
But the other thing is before that, I think it was through his first 7 NHL games, Timu's first 7, he had 6 goals. So did Patrick Laine. They had the same.
So Lionel's
so
gonna
Patrick's
have
76.
Yeah.
76 goals. We
know
already
what?
know that's going to happen.
Ivan Provorov's off to a little slow of a start. I just want to jump in on this, but he's still going to break Brian Leach's record and get 22 goals as a defenseman this year for sure.
Yeah.
Slow start.
Zaitsev's going to have 24.
You know that the NHL season, it's already 10% into it.
Yeah, that's fucked.
It's crazy.
Do you know what also is fucked? The NHL is telling the IOC that they have to pay for the NHL players to go. Pay the NHL players to go play, represent their countries. I'm pretty sure you asked most NHL players, especially the Russian ones, they don't need to be paid to go represent their country.
No, what they're going to do is they're going to pay the IOC to pay them. They're going to
Yeah.
do a bank transfer and then transfer it back. It's going to cost both of them $1.50. Unless you're at a bank who
No,
doesn't charge
because
you
it's
transfer.
Bettman
My bank
thinking
charges
that-
you transfer.
He's thinking that his product makes the Winter Olympics.
It does.
It does.
100%.
100%.
I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to you, but
I know.
if NHL isn't in the Olympics, I don't watch the Olympics. Ask me how much I watch Winter Olympics. None. I watch 2 minutes of highlights.
I love the events in the Winter Olympics, so I watch it for that. But I think that you guys are right. I think it is the forefront of the Olympics, and I think he does have a little bit of bargaining room. The argument that a lot of people are making is they're like, well, look at soccer players. When they go to the Olympics, they don't get paid. When basketball players go to the Olympics, they don't get paid. I'm sorry. Last time I checked, what was on prime time for the Olympics this year?
Beach volleyball.
100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, and swimming. Because it was Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt. That was the only thing. That's what got the views.
And if you're
Awfully
Canadian,
American
Andre
of you.
DeGrasse.
And Andre DeGrasse.
Oh, how about Penny Oleksiak?
That too.
Greg.
Sorry.
As he wears a Canada hoodie.
Yeah, I don't represent my country. But no, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
think that they do have a bargaining chip here because they make or break the Winter Olympics. And like you said, you're not going to watch. Are you going to watch the Winter Olympics?
I might tune in for a couple snowboarding events because
Yeah.
I like snowboarding.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I like that too.
I like watching moguls for skiing. That is one of
Yeah, I
my
like
favorite
people
events.
obliterating their knees when they're 23. Seriously, have you ever met someone who's done moguls? Their knees are absolutely obliterated.
Well, because the amount of...
Like the amount
almost-
of high intensity impact in such a short amount of time, and they're like, all right, and they
Do
do
a
it really
jump.
quick, and then they're like, all right, I can't walk for a week, but I looked really good doing it. I missed the event by like a second, though. I'm like, that's cool, man. Cool, right on. I know nothing about moguls. We live in the prairies, so...
No, but like I watched the event, and that was actually the guy who won Canada's first gold medal on Canadian soil.
Is a moguls guy?
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Alexander Bilodeau.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And who's that one guy from here that's in every commercial ever, that redhead
John
guy?
Montgomery?
Oh, that skeleton guy?
Yeah,
who, like,
here's my
chugged
question.
who chugged
Who
a
the
beer?
fuck it grows up and they're like, you know what I want to do? Skeleton. What's that? You grab a toboggan, you slide down a hill. The faster you do
You're
it, the better.
essentially buck-ass nude because you're wearing about a third of an, like a 1/8 of an inch spandex suit around your body. You're
Yeah.
like, wait, what happens if you like wipe out? You snap your neck and die, pretty much.
They're like, you know what, that event looks fun. The fact I could die is a good idea.
Okay, have you guys ever like, okay, I've gone skiing a few times, and you have ever gone like, oh, okay, little fast, just like that quick moment of like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Imagine doing that, but like just hitting like a quick like little like piece of ice pebble, going skeleton in your body, just like, boom, and you're like, oh, like your head first going like 60 down an ice slide
Like
with
bobsled,
blades underneath your nipples.
like bobsled I can understand. And let's be honest, we've all seen Cool Runnings.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I was making sure.
Oh yeah, no, what is it? I.
Jamaica has
No,
a
what's that
bobsled
chant?
team.
It's like ski. I.
I don't remember.
Come on,
it.
boys! It's bobsled time.
Time.
Like, you're safe. No, I'm about to chant. Keep it safe. Keep it secret. It's keep it secret to keep it safe. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but no, I think they have a little bit of bargaining, a little bit.
What do you mean the NHL?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
if I
sense
was
that
Gary
if they're not
Bettman,
there,
I wouldn't let him go. No,
I still think. But somebody also made the comment. Let's
it
not have the
expands the
Olympics.
sports.
Let's not have the Olympics. Let's not try to grow the sport, and let's have North America-based tournaments only, like the World Cup of hockey.
But that doesn't grow hockey.
It doesn't grow hockey
No.
because you have teams
Okay.
some of Europe
Okay, here NHL.
versus the most exciting team. I also don't. Here's my other thought. Hot take. If the World Cup does not happen, I don't believe that we're focusing as much on the young guys because that showcased them a lot, and a lot of people group with that, like under 23 team, and it showed a lot of people the talent. I don't think there'd be as much hype for as many players if that World Cup doesn't happen. That's the one good thing to come
The
out.
worst thing that happened there was that they did not go on to play Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they weren't set up to, right? Like
Oh, well.
it was set up the way they wanted it was either Sweden or Russia versus Canada in the final.
No, they wanted the U.S. That's why they were in the same group. I think.
For the crossover.
Yeah,
No.
I think they wanted Canada, U.S. in that final. I do not.
And then they're like, why
Well,
did
they wanted
pick,
one of them.
Why did they pick not Phil Kessel for that team? Or, no Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson's a big one.
Or Kevin Shattenkirk.
Shattenkirk.
Well,
Lot-
because Shattenkirk's a friggin' terrible, defensively, just awful. And that's not how. That's not how Tortorella.
You can
Scores
cover him
coaches.
up with Ryan Suter.
You could.
You could. But the other thing, too, is...
Why is Buff playing forward? That's a good one too.
Why is Buff on the bench in a game period? I don't know.
Yeah, this team needs to be mean. Okay, let's put Bufflin in the press box. That's a good way to do it.
Well, here's just a telling story, at least here in Winnipeg. How many people have you seen wearing a Team Canada gear for World Cup?
I think I've seen five pieces of
I haven't
both.
seen any.
Okay, how many have you seen Team North America?
I haven't seen any.
Oh,
I don't
A
go
couple.
I've seen a lot more North. Maybe it's just my bus route then, because on my bus
Yeah, but
route,
you're also around public a lot more than I am.
that's true.
I like the comfort of
Okay,
my
well,
basement.
in public, I've seen like triple the amount of North America stuff. I've seen one Canada jersey out in public.
I have not
I've
seen
seen.
I haven't.
Oh man, I've seen
I've seen
at
North
least
American
three
jerseys.
Shifleys, one Larkin, and I know I saw the Larkin because I'm like, oh, one. Who was one? And then it turned into 7. I'm like, Larkin. I just like felt it in my soul.
I like that.
And then I
jersey.
saw an
That's
Eichel.
nice.
And then I saw an Eichel too.
I would have gotten a Matthews. I would love to have gotten a Matthews. North America or Morgan Riley.
Yeah. Oh, back to your Matthews even comment way back. The reason that we noticed Marner and Nylander, they're flash and dash. Matthew is reminding me a lot more and more of like a Jonathan Toews where like he controls the play, but he's not going to finish the play.
So are you saying that the Leafs are now going to become the Chicago Blackhawks?
I believe I've told you that.
I've heard it from Greg and I've heard it from you as well.
I've
Like,
heard it from multiple people.
Guys,
And media
Just the
people.
way they're getting set up. You have Marner, who is your Kane, obviously, and then you have Matthews, who literally is a Taves. He's going to be a good captain, going to be a good leader.
Morgan Riley is Duncan Keith, just not as much of a douchebag.
Hey, how dare you talk? We're going to talk about Duncan Keith because we got some time and I have Keith news for you.
You have Keith news for me.
I
What
do have
happened?
Keith. Well, hold on. I just want to make a statement. I've watched more Leafs games than Flyers games. I've watched one Flyers game. One. And I've
I've
watched
never been-
like 3 or 4 Leaf games so far because they're so entertaining. They're the best.
Never in my life have I ever recorded as much Leafs hockey as I have this year. Every game that is
There was
on
no
na-
reason to before.
that's nationally broadcasted, I record it and then watch it later. And I'm like, no, don't tell me. I don't want to know if they won. I don't want to know.
Yeah, you're like,
I wanna
no
watch
thank
the game.
you,
'Cause
app
the
on my
games-
phone. No.
The games
no.
are so much fun to watch.
Great. Even when they're losing, they're still competitive and good, which is amazing. I love when teams, even when they're losing, you're like, I still want to watch. They could maybe pull it out.
Well, last night, like they were down 2-1 against Montreal, and I still felt that it's one turnover away, one play away from them tying this game. But you have Carey Price in the other net that is just
too good.
he's so fucking good.
He's
Too good.
I don't get it. I don't know how he's that much better than everyone.
Wait, I want to bring it back to that Matthews thing.
Go.
With just being the Jets fan and how you were saying that you don't notice him as much because he's just steady.
Mhm.
I've noticed that with the Jets rookie as well. That no one ever talks about, and that's Morrissey.
Oh,
He's
so good.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Shakes?
good.
Especially,
Ooh, baby.
especially playing against or playing with.
Jonta's second goal of the game.
3-0.
3-0 now.
Especially playing with Buff, because we all know it can't be easy to play with Buff.
And that was
It's like playing with Greg Pedrick on D. You don't know where he's going to be
Oh, wow.
ever.
Wow, thank you.
Same size too.
Here's the other thing.
Well, here's another thing though. Josh Morrissey, you don't notice him that much because when I was watching him in the first game against Carolina, I enjoyed.
Oh, that was
like,
Okposo.
I had a pretty
for his second goal.
I had a pretty good laugh because the moment Buff goes, you could clearly tell like the coaches, the defense, Charlie Huddy, told Morrissey or anyone playing with Buff, the moment he grabs the puck, you stay behind him. You shift to D. And so like Morrissey's always like a foot and a half behind Buff because he's just ready for an odd, awkward pinch.
Whoa, goalie change.
Oh, Hellebuck's
Hellebuck's
in.
in.
Uh-oh.
The thing that actually led to that third goal there, Burmy turning it over just as he enters the blue line. And then it goes the other way. Okposo takes a shot and scores.
You know how we could change that? Put Kopp there.
Or put anyone. I don't think Burmy has been good this season.
He hasn't been good for a lot of seasons. He's very flashy and he makes it look good, but he never does anything with it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wanted him to succeed, and I think the Jets want him to succeed.
Well, I want him to succeed too, but it's never going to happen.
It just doesn't seem as though it's going to happen. Also, player who changes number 3 times now. 3 times now in 4 years.
The first time when coming back wasn't his fault because his number was taken. By,
Yeah, but they didn't honor
douchebag.
it either. They didn't honor it either, though. They didn't say no to Trouba.
Well, they didn't think he was
They
going to
didn't
come
think-
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
because he wasn't going to until Pomo took over because he hated Noel so much.
Noel is not a fan of him. It's kind of the situation with Valerie Nutrishkin and Lindy Ruff.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. These are the guys that were picked, 5 picks, the 5 picks after Alex Burmistro.
Don't play this game.
Me-
I hate this game.
Michael Granlund. So that wouldn't be bad.
Would it be bad?
Wouldn't be bad.
He's beautiful.
Dylan McGrath
Nope.
just got put on waivers.
Not touching.
Jack Campbell hasn't played. Cam Fowler. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice left-handed defenseman. Brandon Gormley hasn't made it, and James Schwartz. And let's go down one more. Derek Forbort hasn't played. Then Vladimir Tarasenko.
Gosh dang it.
How nice would it be
Hold
to
on,
have
though,
Look how many
Tarasenko?
guys missed on him, though.
Tarasenko, that was right
Yeah.
in the middle of the KHL type situation where it's like, don't touch him, they'll never come over.
Same with Kuznetsov.
Yep.
Who was drafted 26th that year by Nashville or by Washington.
But here's another one about like the Russians in general, or specifically with Tarasenko and with Kuznetsov. The Caps had to wait 3-4 years before
they
those
waited
guys
a
came
long-
over.
No, Tarasenko wasn't as long.
It was
Tarasenko
still
was
at least
2
2
years.
years. Like
Yeah.
that's even right now the Flyers are dealing with like they drafted German Rodkov, like one of the players on that under 18 team who got suspended for like all doping. He's in a contract right now. To buy out his contract, we've talked about it briefly. He has to spend like $1 million to buy it out as like an 18-year-old. So he can't even come to like summer camp at all. He can't do anything with the NHL until he's like 19. No, 20. No, 19.
Well, that's probably good for their development still.
Oh
though,
yeah,
'cause
too.
they're-
Stay at home. You don't
stay
want to
at
like
home,
give him
yeah.
a culture shock.
Well, look at Nikita Zaitsev for Toronto. He's He just turned 25 actually yesterday and got to play against his teammate Alexander Radulov, or his former teammate, I guess. But he's a 25-year-old rookie who's just starting to play in the NHL, who doesn't look like an NHL rookie defenseman.
He's one of their few
Very good defenseman.
good defensemen.
Hashtag free Frank Corrado, but it is what it is.
Roman Polak! We need to play Polak!
And Hunwick together in the last minute of
Greg,
games.
you know what? I'm willing to offer you a deal.
I'm not taking Radko Gudas.
No, I want Radko Gudas
Okay.
and Polak together.
Whoa! Deal. What do we get?
6th round pick.
No, Brandon Manning.
No. You don't get Brad Mann. It's not happening. You know what?
Sam
Best
Morin.
offer. Here you go. Best offer.
Best offer?
Give me a tough one.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you Travis Konechny,
Yes.
Ivan Provorov.
Yes.
Hold on. Not that.
Not giving you Matthews or Marner
and
or
Braden
Nylander.
Shen.
No.
And Braden Shen.
No.
For just Bowman Polak.
No.
What do you think?
Yes.
No, you said no first.
I'd be the worst GM. Like the GMs, they phone. They're like, okay, so we're willing to trade you 4 good players for 1 shitty player. No, it's too good to be true. There's something in there.
What's the catch?
The catch.
He's like, you're giving me your pony.
No,
Not sprinkles! Not sprinkles! Like, I already signed the papers!
No, I tortured them. I took their fingers and now I'm trading them to you.
Oh, you
Yeah.
take their fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, human. Oh,
Oh, Wheeler's hurt.
Captain's gone.
He's got to go to the quiet room because he's got a headshot.
Oh, one of those spotters.
Yeah.
That's
Hold
an
on, the
interesting thing.
non-NHL appointed, or like NHL
So
appointed,
appointed,
non-team
non-
affiliated.
So yeah,
spotters.
they have to do it.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
There's a huge fine.
It hasn't been a big deal yet. The other thing too that we forgot to mention, Kyle Connor scored his first NHL goal on Thursday.
He did. That was
From
great.
a very nice feed from Nikolai Ehlers.
Yeah, and I like his nonchalant celebration at the bench, like before the TV timeout. Nikolai Ehlers, like he's just or Kyle Connor's just kind of leaning on the bench, and Ehlers is like he's like, hey, and he looks at him, and Kyle Connor's, yeah, I did that. Like he just like gave him a head nod. He's like, yeah, did it.
This is the problem with this year's Jets team. They'll play so well for a couple games and then they just throw up stinkers like
That's
this
a
one.
young team. You got to remember, they're
No.
still very young. Like
They're not that young. Well, they are. They do have young players.
They're in bottom 10 of the youngest teams, right?
Yeah.
I think they're 7th.
yeah,
Okay.
they have like some good veterans too. But like the thing is there's look at their left
They
wings at the beginning of the year because they've moved them around a bit. But at the beginning of the year, it was Ehlers, second-year player, Kyle Connor, rookie, Patrick Laine, rookie.
Yeah.
Like you have,
And then you also have Joel Armia, who hasn't really played in the NHL.
oh, but he looks good.
No, you already mentioned Kyle Connor. And Josh Morrissey. But the defense is where they actually have some veteran, which is nice. Some veterans.
Well, that's how you want to build your team, right?
Yeah.
You want a nice, steady group of veterans,
And you also
with
got-
some fun, reeling rookies.
And then it's also you.
come on!
No, you also got to look at the goaltending too. They have 2 goalies that haven't started this much or been put this much pressure on.
They have less than
in a while.
100 games combined.
Combined. Exactly. So yes, young team, inexperience, but it's they can't get away with it forever, is what I've said before. So
All right, are we going to move on?
Yes.
I have some news. We
Okay.
got to rattle them off.
okay.
All right, first off, we'll stay on Jets right now. Logan Stanley got named to the OHL, one of the OHL squads of the Subway Series, November 10th.
That's not Jacob Chitrin though, who fought Braden Shen.
Yeah, did you see Braden Shen's quote about that?
No.
Okay, so Braden Shen threw a pretty sweet hit on Stone.
Yeah.
Stone, but it was clean.
It was
like
clean.
it wasn't
It was
a
good.
dirty one at all. Chitrin started skating towards him doing the shake gloves, and so they dropped and started fighting. Chitrin got like the 5 and the 10 because he started it.
Yeah.
And then they asked him after the game, and he's like, "Well, his gloves were half off when he got there. I didn't want to make him look bad, so obviously I accepted the fight." Like it was just such a Canadian, and like he wasn't like he didn't even say it. He just said it nonchalantly. He's like, "Well, I didn't want to make him look bad. That'd be silly." Like the way he said it was like, "Well, of course I was going to fight him. Like I don't want to embarrass the guy."
It's his first NHL fight.
yeah.
That also has to be like worrisome. You're an 18-year-old and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna drop the gloves with Braden Shen. Let's do it.
Yeah, but Chikrin's like a man child.
He's Aaron Ekblad.
Yeah.
He's
exactly.
he's fresh faced Aaron
No
Ekblad.
Aaron
He's-
Ekblad, but yeah.
Aaron Ekblad, the 40-year-old, 19-year-old father.
Uncle Ekblad.
Uncle Ekblad, yeah, Uncle Aaron. Uncle Aaron. It is deemed.
No, it's Aaron.
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 Uncle Aaron. What else do I got? Oh yeah, real quick news. I'm sure this will come up way more as we get closer to it. But USA Canada World Junior Championship 2017 going to be in Buffalo, December 29th. Mark it on your calendar. First outdoor junior game at the World Junior Championships at New Era Field, home of the Buffalo Bills.
Interesting. I didn't.
They will put anything outdoors now.
But it's going to be awesome because I'll be excited for
One
that.
thing I did-
I'd like to go to that one.
The one thing I said to my dad, I was like, the Jets organization missed an opportunity to do an AHL game outside with the Heritage Classic.
They had games that weekend too, did they not?
Yes, they played
No,
Toronto.
did they?
They played in Toronto.
In
They're
Toronto, right.
They play every weekend. But what I was saying is, and my dad made the point, he's like, what if they said, buy the package and you get the Moose game for free? So then you can take your kid, you can do whatever.
Or give it away.
Yeah, or give it away. But you have the opportunity to go watch a Moose game outside, and I'm sure it'd be a good experience for those players. There'd be nobody in the lower bowl, but it'd be upper bowl, because the lower bowl had no sightlines. I think it would have been a cool idea. Cool idea for the something they could look at incorporating for other games in the future.
All right. Everyone's
news.
favorite new arena, the Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah.
Did you hear about what the Wings fans want to name it?
No.
The Dojo. Dojo. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. I can get on board with the Wings fans. That's awesome. Welcome to the Dojo.
Except, Steve Otza, Red Wing, and he just speared the fuck out of Zdeno Chara. Like, you've got to tweet it out from our account.
Write it down.
It's, it's a doozy. That, like, there's intent there. And you cannot tell me that Timu Pokinen would do that. That is why Steve Ott is a Detroit Red Wing.
Timu Pokinen just got sent to the Wild. Iowa Wild. There you go. Back to answering your...
Playing in Des Moines, Iowa. That's also the capital of Iowa.
Oh, well, thanks for asking. Since it is Sunday of Hell in a Cell, Davenport, Iowa is where Seth Rollins is from. You're welcome, everybody.
Seth Rollins is awesome. Continue.
Great.
News.
So Duncan Keith now has his own cereal.
What? Mm-hmm. What is it called?
Keith Crunch.
Oh!
Yeah. It is frosted cornflake cereal, and it's only available at Jewel, Osco stores, 185 stores throughout Illinois, some in Indiana, and some in Iowa. It's a part of his Keith Relief. It's a benefit for his Keith Relief charity, which helps families going through financial crisis. If anyone in Illinois wants to send me 2 boxes of these, one so I can keep forever, 2 so I can eat. The second one I'm going to eat. The first one I'm keeping forever. That'd be awesome. If not, just send me a picture, because they didn't show me what the picture of it looked like. Yeah. Dojo, what else we got? Oh, yeah, we mentioned it, didn't glance over it. Everyone's favorite god in the NHL world. God of stats. Statistical god.
Oh, Hampus Lindholm.
Hampus Lindholm.
Signed.
He signed a contract 6 years, 31.5 mil. That's 5.25 mil. Jacob Trouba, not a goddamn chance. He's getting more than 6 from anyone.
No.
Anyone.
Here's the other thing, too. Like, if you're Jacob Trouba and let's say you get the $1.5 million bonus for being a right-handed shot. What team is going to offer you more than Hampus Lindholm? Other than the Jets, because the Jets are desperate to keep
Hold on, we did the comparison. They're not too far off from stats from each other at all.
No, but like, I'm thinking $5 million is where it caps for me. If I'm a GM, I'm offering him 5 for 5.
This is 5.25 is like right. That's the cap for me. Like I'm okay, that's okay. Even 5.5. I mean, but if I'm doing 5.5, I'm not giving you 7. I'm giving you 6. 5.
Yeah.
No, I'm giving you 5.
If
I'm giving you 5.5, you're getting 5 years. I'm taking away a year. I don't know. What do you think, being the Jets fan or like the resident Jets fan here? If the Jets are gonna sign him,
it'll be a bridge deal, and then they'll just try to get rid of his contract because he doesn't want to be here, obviously. But I think he's not getting traded before December 1st.
We have a month left here.
Yeah, so he's either going to sit out the whole year, or he's going to sign a 1 or 2 year deal worth about $2.5, $3 million, $4 million in that range, I think. And that's just how it's going to go because there's no one's coming with a left-handed comparable defenseman.
yeah.
No one has one that they want to give away for a right-handed defenseman. It doesn't make any sense.
They did have a summer to talk about it, but now they're gonna sign him to this contract. I think they'll hopefully sign him. I want to see him play. That's what I want. So either way, he'll be playing. And say if he is on the Jets, they're gonna do like the Ryan Johansson. He's just gonna be key. You know what, man? We understand you don't want to be here because of coach or whatever the situation. You don't want to be here. Suck it up. We're getting it done. But now that everyone knows, ball kind of like both teams kind of lost power. Now that it went public because or both sides.
Yeah.
Because like the Ryan Johansson one, that one kind of came out of left field too. That was a weird one, but it did happen. But they're going to need more time to do it, and you can't just be I'll just give you Trouba in this. It's like maybe someone says, hey Jets, you know what? I really like Ivan Toligan. I know you own his rights. Can you toss him in? and like another prospect, or like I'll use Patan as the example. Just say, throw in. And then they'll say, okay, Patan, the rights to Telegan and Trouba for X. Like, it's not, those deals, like, that's like 3 or 4 back and forth. Like, with the, you always hear about deals where it's like, oh, we went back and forth like 4 or 5 times before this deal happened. It's like, oh yeah, this deal didn't just happen in a night. Like, this happened for 3 months.
None of those big ones ever happened. Just
De Kaiser.
Apparently, there's talk that De Kaiser and a piece from Detroit have been offered. I think it was.
Is he right-handed?
I don't know. De Kaiser left or right?
Left-handed.
Left-handed.
Oh, sweet number too, 65. I'm okay.
I don't know if he's worth Trouba, but
I think that's what the piece is going to be. It'll be a decent piece.
Mantha.
It won't be Mantha.
Larkin.
They will not give it. Yeah, Larkin.
Yeah,
Let's get their best player.
You mean one of their best prospects who they don't let play in the NHL?
Timo
because they're
Pulkkinen.
insane. No, Mantha. He's in 6 goals
I know.
or 7 goals in 6 games. That last I checked up on him in the AHL, but still scoring.
Yeah. What? Well, do you have anything else there for us, Cam?
Oh yeah, David Pasternak got suspended 2 games for his hit to the head on Dan Girardi. What is that one? Oh, Corey Perry is now 3rd in points all time for the Ducks. He has 671 points, only behind, obviously, number 1 is Solani, number 2 is Getzlaf. And, of course, Evgeny Malkin. Of course, Evgeny Malkin would score his 300th NHL goal against the Philadelphia Flyers yesterday. But I would have it no other way. I'd rather have him scored against the Flyers than anyone else. But I have no other news. None whatsoever.
Okay, well, last thing. Right now, the rookie scoring race has Austin Matthews in first, Nylander in second, tied, both with 10 points, and Laine, I believe, is in third there. But over the draft, what? I'm not going to mention profile.
Name who's in 5th, Greg, or 4th.
Marner.
5th, then. Konechny. Say it. Say it.
Travis Konechny.
There you go.
No, but right now is that time where teams have to make the decision on their draft picks or their rookies, whether they're going to stay up or go down, or they want to burn a year.
Yeah, and we got Kachuk and Sergachev.
And if Sergachev goes to Windsor, that Spitfire team is probably going to win the Memorial Cup that they are hosting.
Yep. All right, so go around the table. Last question. Kachuk, staying, going?
Going.
Staying.
I'll say going. Sergachev.
Going.
Going. Yeah, for sure. Come on. Let him go lead a team and win a championship and come back next year and play with Shea Weber. That's fine.
Yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
okay.
You can be Shea Weber's defensive partner another time.
Yeah, they have like how many years left? Thanks, Paul Holmgren.
Anything in the deli?
Oh my goodness gracious, we do. Thanks, Greg. I totally forgot about this. Okay, hold on. I gotta...
In the meantime, Patrick's Parade, now featuring 5 teams. Carolina Hurricanes in 26th. Buffalo in 27th. New York Islanders in 28th. Nashville in 29th. Arizona in 30th. However...
I don't want any of those teams.
However, if Buffalo wins today, it'll push Philadelphia down to 26. Yes. So they'll be in the bottom 5.
Yes.
With Toronto right behind them. In 25th.
All right. We got 2 comments. 2 comments. 3 comments, 2 people. So
Okay.
I'll read from Racist Fan Rocks. Thank you for all the comments. Awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
You want to none how I got that lamb? I rebuilt it. Referring to the Lambo. How'd you get the Lambo? We have a commenter as a Lamborghini.
Apparently.
I'm not questioning the integrity of where you got your Lamborghini. I would like to see this Lamborghini.
I would like to drive it.
Second comment, don't understand this one, but I'll read it anyways. I'm Vince McGann. What is the NHL thing? I need no competition. I need to buy it. All NHL. F you, Vince. I don't know. I didn't get that one. I have no idea what
Welcome
that
to the deli.
But I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name here. But Roni Bergstrom, totally Americanized that name, commented.
Where's he from?
We'll find out. He commented because he answered. Or she. I'm a huge hockey fan from Finland, and I was a Leafs fan, but now that Laine is in Winnipeg, I've shifted to be more of a Winnipeg fan, but I try to still follow the Leafs.
I like this person.
We
can be friends.
Yep. Oh, we can all be friends. I became a Leafs fan a couple of years ago when I found Steve Dangle and really enjoyed his content, and I guess his passion kind of caught on. But when Laine got drafted, I wanted to know more about the Jets and just search for any videos about the Jets, and they were pretty limited, and I was so happy when I found your podcast. I am seriously surprised about how little amount of people listen to this, because in my mind, you're the second best podcast on YouTube to a hockey fan. Well, thank you very much. That's awesome. You do know those. Just you didn't search hard enough. There's way more better people, but thank you. It is pretty hard to be an NHL fan in Finland because all the games start at like 3 a.m. and the coverage is pretty shitty. But at least I have you on the Dangle podcast to listen to and keep me up to date. So thanks for the good work and keep it up. We will. Thank you very much.
That's a very nice comment.
That's so awesome. Thank you.
That's why we do this, for you guys, the fans.
I do it just so that I can yell at people all the time.
I do it to claim, so the world knows how much I love Phil Kessel.
Oh, the world knows how much I love Phil Kessel and many other things. And I'm good at calling long shots, guys.
Yeah.
I called Provorov in like December for the Flyers. I'm like, they're taking Provorov. And then when Provorov was on the board, and I'm sitting in Calgary, I'm like, you take it. Take Provorov. Do it! And then he took it, and I'm like, oh! I was so excited. And like everyone around me, because I'm at a folk acoustic music show, and I'm just like, oh! I felt like I was at like a rap show ready to just throw down. No, any show ready to just get hype. And they're like, oh my god, this guy's crazy. And I'm like, the future is now! I'm not doing any long call shots for the draft just yet because I know nothing about it yet. I just start paying attention to World Juniors. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, I know this guy. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
That's funny.
Yep.
Okay, well, I think that's it for us here.
Any closing words, Matt? Thanks for coming.
Yes, thanks for coming on.
This was fun.
Thanks
for having me.
Yeah.
Yep. Sunday afternoon. That's what we do.
We didn't phone Dan, though.
No, we didn't. It's too late now.
It's too late.
Oh, Dan, another scouting report.
Report.
Actually, this one we can tell you where he's at because it's not like confidential. There's no. He's at Comic-Con.
He is.
You know what Dan's gonna
Our version of Comic-Con.
Yeah, Winnipeg Comic-Con. He's going to give us a scouting report on Comic-Con next week.
Next week.
That's a promise.
And you're also going to America this week. That's why we're filming on a Sunday.
Yeah, we are recording on a Sunday. Yep. So if you you don't have to tell me where I'm going in America. There's many things I'm getting. Deep fried cheese curds is one of those things because it's the greatest.
Can you pick me up a number 4 at Jimmy John's?
I can 100%. That's our last stop every time we come back.
Yes. I want a number 4.
Of course.
Jimmy John's.
Yep.
Just do it.
Okay.
I never I went there for the first time I think last year, and I'm like I was in Wisconsin.
Okay.
The first time we went was after the Wisconsin Badger game.
Okay.
And like my friends are like, this is kind of disappointing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is the best.
And they made it in
ever.
like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So fresh, so clean.
I remember when I went to Wisconsin again over the summertime. We went to Jimmy John's. I didn't have one sub. Didn't have 2. I had 3.
Yeah.
I bought one to eat for lunch, and I'm like, well, I'm still hungry, so I bought another one. And then I took one for dinner that night.
Yeah.
And it was a good time.
Well, and they don't like crazy fill you up. They're
No.
just right there. They're like,
just
hey,
good.
we're here.
It would be a great lunch to have every day. Except that's a lot of bread. But their bread is so fucking good.
And it would get pricey. Every day.
Jimmy John's.
Okay. Sponsor us, please, Jimmy.
Well, fuck. They're not in Canada.
Nice. That's a way to get sponsored. You should sponsor us. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Hashtag never sponsored.
That'll be... If we ever get to do a commercial for Jimmy John's, it'll be that. It'll just be, hey, Jimmy John's sponsor us. Oh, fuck. Hey, do you ever eat Jimmy John's? Oh, fuck. I like how I made it so good through the podcast. I'm like, I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to do this. And then you said that, and I'm like, oh, I love Jimmy John's. I'm dumping in on this train. I'm on.
How about, like, just the commercial is just us. It's just white room that we're in. It's just me and you. And you're like, you just passed me a Jimmy John's. Have you ever had Jimmy John's before? No. Here's a number 4. I bite into it. Ah, fuck!
Commercial, and boom. It will be a YouTube commercial.
and then it's just...
No, and then Dan just like, we're just in the background eating, and Dan just walks behind like, what's going on here? What's going on over here?
And then it's just Jimmy John's. Ah, fuck.
yeah. Ah, there's like 10 A's, 1 H, 2 L's for some reason, and then just fuck.
The worst part is, like, I hope people make it to this part of the podcast because this is where the fun happens.
It's right at the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes. If you don't watch or listen to sports at all, that's the only time to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is when Matt tunes out because you guys don't talk about hockey enough.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to figure out hockey stuff.
That's
it's
okay.
fine.
No, we're good.
We're out of here. If you want to email the show, lastminutepodcast@gmail.com. If you want to find the show
it's
on
Last Man in PC.
It's lastminutepc@gmail.com. Check us out on Twitter at lastmanmpc. If you want to comment on our YouTube page and subscribe to us, Last Man In Podcast.
Yeah, you want to give us your hot takes, cold cut, fresh
Yeah.
beef? Go to the deli.
That's the comment section.
Yeah.
Then we also have, we're also on any podcast app you guys have. Just look up Last Man In Podcast. You'll find us there. We have a Podomatic logo because we're not...
You know what? I was thinking
We
about
don't
this.
have a
You know,
picture.
we actually legit we have to do, and I was gonna say it off air, but we're doing it on air to make it official. By our New Year's resolution, I'm giving it till February 25th.
Okay.
This year,
It's a really random day.
we need a Twitter picture, a Twitter header, and a picture for a podcast of us in it, in our jerseys, and seriously, we're getting Christmas pictures. We have to.
Sending Christmas cards?
Twice. We have to. We've been saying it for 2 years in a row.
We're doing it.
We've lied. And you know what? Next year, we're going to start setting up. We have to figure out how to do guests. We're doing it. We have to. We have to have guests on. Brett's been wanting to come on since like episode 5.
Yeah. We're gonna do guests. There's big plans. Big plans.
Yeah.
Message us your plans wherever you can. #Wrong with Confidence. See you guys next week.